be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. Is this the kind of sound that you wanna hear? Is this the kind of vibe that you wanna feel? 'Cause I'm the type of guy that you'll never fear. You could do your thing, then come near. Maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. See, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape, and we can roll high on our break. I'm all about the look that you're giving me. I'm all about the dance moves you're letting free. Well, I'm all about a sweet sound and loving spree. So listen from my melody. Yeah, maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. See, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape, and we can roll high by the way, And when we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. Yeah, this is the kind of sound that I wanna hear. Yeah, this is the kind of vibe that I wanna feel. And you're the type of girl, baby, you're the real. Check it one time, what's the deal? Maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. Yeah, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape, and we can roll high by the way, And when we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. We're feeling alright, yeah. We're feeling good, we're feeling alright, yeah. Oh, it's about that time for us to look around and meet somebody new. Well, let's all welcome in familiar faces, perhaps somebody who has a conflict in their life. Alright, tell them you're sorry, but there's ways to change the wrong to right. See, we can sit in a distant haze and watch rain clouds for thoughts of greatness to help our troubles sail real far away. Oh yeah. Well, it's a struggle every day. We're stressing.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot. Put your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
Are you ready?
You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down! We just got tired of doing what you're supposed to do. Like a freak boy. That's a freak little man. Break it down!
What up, what up? Welcome back to Fantasy News today. Fantasy Football Hustler in the house. And Bogey should be in here shortly. Let's see who's up. Let's see who the 420 crew members up in the chat. We got Lee in the chat. What up? Our ear to the streets. Minnesota Marty in the house. What up, what up? Derek in the house. Salute. Let's see. Antonio, what up, what up? What up, Titans? Titans for life in the house. And Marty said, when the draft ends, do waivers go through tomorrow morning? Well, we'll be able to start putting in waivers. Yeah, it's we do fab, so it's like waivers process pretty much every day. What up, Trip? Trip in the house. What up, Crispy? Let's see, Devo in the house. What up, homie? JPZ in the house. And what it do, fellas? And the general, the hustler himself. You the man. You the man. What up, Chris? What up, Kidda? And who's on Facebook? He says, starting to smell like football. It is getting very, very close. We are 94 days away. 94 days. Whew. Once we get under 90 and we're under that 3-month mark, it's like it's already here. It's like it is already here. All right. Well, Bogey will be on here soon, but so the cover boys, we'll save that news for him until he gets here. Because one is a 49er and the other one is just funny news that I saw on social media that I really wanted to bring up about Mark Andrews. So this is going to be funny to talk about. But how about let's start off with Josh Allen, the Stallion.
Wild Stallion!
He's rumored to be the cover of the Madden game this year. And I know that, Tom Brady, and I guess there's a few others who kind of broke the Madden curse, but there's always going to be that stigma about the Madden curse, right? So we shall see, we shall see. But as of now, Josh Allen is rumored to be the superstar on the cover. Let's see. And, Marty said the Colts betting. Hold on. What happened? Let's see here. A Colts player being investigated for gambling on games, and there's evidence the player placed hundreds of wagers, including bets involving the Colts. Ooh, the player is not considered a star, but the average fan has likely heard of him. Okay, so that takes out JT. That takes out JT. What, Alec Pierce? Alec Pierce isn't really a star yet necessarily, but the average fan might have heard of him. I'm very, very curious. Who is the player? Who is this Colts player? Who's the one? Who is the Colts player? Man, that one's kind of tough. I wonder if it's let me see. Here's another one. A source described persuasive sports wagering activities. Evidence shows that the player plays hundreds. Let's see. Wonder who the hell it is, because they're not letting the cat out of the bag. Let me see. Let me look at another article, see if they name any names. Yeah, see, it says Colts player, singular. So I think they already know who the hell it is. I just think that they're not releasing the name yet. That's what it's. I mean, that's what I'm assuming. We don't know 100%. And hey, here we go. Bogey's in the house.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Can you dig it?
Man, the news did I don't know if you heard anything that I was just saying, but the Colts are investigating a single player. This literally is like being talked about like right now. Like at 1 o'clock is like everyone started posting about this shit. So there's a single player, it says, who's being investigated for making a shit ton of wagers. And it said over 100 wagers, and they did bet on the Colts. They said the player, no, it's an active player, said the player would not be considered a superstar, but the average fan has heard of him. So like my first thought was maybe like an Alec Pierce, because he's not really a superstar yet, but maybe the average fan's heard about him.
It's somebody that doesn't have a lot of money for sure. Because what's the allure of play? You know, and so he's made over 100 bets, and even on the Colts.
Yeah, it didn't say how many on the Colts, but just that this person was betting on the Colts.
You think okay, like say Alec Pierce. I mean, he's from Illinois, right? Maybe he's from
Kid have said they signed Brashad Perryman this AM. I don't know if Brashad Perryman's going to replace him.
I mean, Brashad Perryman don't got no bread like that. You know, he's the type is like he's always trying to double and triple up, right?
Ooh, Emil said Mo Alley Cox. Ooh, yeah, I guess he wouldn't really be a superstar, but yeah, he's made a name for himself for sure.
Jelani Woods.
It's probably some random fucking defensive player, though.
Or maybe Anthony Costanzo, because didn't he retire? Maybe he's trying to run away from his truth.
No, it's an active player right now. They haven't
active.
Yeah, they haven't released the name. Like, I don't think they're going to release the name until they know exactly what the punishment is going to be and shit like that. That's what I'm assuming.
You know, Peyton Manning, though, he was gambling.
I mean, yeah.
And then they Peyton, you can't gamble? Yeah, I bet I can.
JPZ said Bogey's got the best intro ever. Can you dig it, sucker? All that was literally happening right now. Like the first piece of news that I talked about was Josh Allen is the rumored cover of Madden.
Did you see who I picked up in a couple of the leagues last night? And like I didn't even know about this news, but I just said, okay, everywhere I have like Josh Allen, I'm just gonna go grab Kyle Allen.
Yeah,
and then so I did that last night.
He's been and I mean the Madden curse. Like I mean, it's still not an every year. It's not an every year thing, and I think that especially as of recent, I don't even know if we could consider it like a curse. But yeah, if you take it all the way back to like
Patrick Mahomes was on it.
Yeah, I mean Tom Brady was.
Popped his kneecap out.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess you could just slow him down. Like it was like an off year for him, but
he went to the Super Bowl and won it.
Yeah.
What an off year. Remember he missed like what, 5 weeks?
Yeah, maybe 4. I think he might have missed a month. Might have been, you might be right on the 5. But yeah, I remember that too on the stupid QB sneak.
Well, because it was a Thursday night is when it happened. So
okay.
So like it seemed like a long time, I guess, maybe because of that. I don't know. I just remember it being like a month at least, right? Maybe 5 weeks.
Yeah, and seeing like I think
the minimum that they said he can come back, he came back because there was no like it was like a clean pop out where like a type where you could just pop it back in, but like.
Ooh, Antonio said they should make a Hamlin special edition cover. I'd buy it. See, now that would be good. You know, like I mean, that would just be cool.
So it's like the inverse.
He already almost
was like the most tragic shit.
and came back. Like, I mean, that'd be a way to. I mean, he just got super popular because of that, and why not? We know there's a lot of people who are still rooting for him to. I mean, he's going to make a comeback. They already said. I mean, he's already out there moving around. It's just he was a backup already, so that's the thing. Like, Micah Hyde, I believe, is like good to go at this point, or at least they're saying that he is.
And they brought in Taylor Rapp.
Yeah,
and Taylor Rapp, he's a bad boy. He's a bad boy for fantasy.
They play the opposite position though, so I mean that is, I mean, that's not going to conflict with his playing time or anything. But still, yeah, they're making moves over there. Okay, now.
My man, they signed my man.
Who?
They signed my man Leonard Floyd.
Oh yeah, I mean that was one piece of news that they got over there. And Von Miller is expected to be back for the season opener. So this is the first news.
Hold on, this is crazy because did you see what I did last night too?
Who? What?
I picked up Leonard Floyd in a couple of the joints. In like 18 and 19, I think.
He's gonna be a good rotational piece for your family.
I just, I mean, because I almost never have any DLs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, hold on.
Yeah. All right, here's one piece of news, though. Okay, 49ers, I mean, we already knew that this was going to happen sometime in the offseason. Nick Bosa is about to get that bag, baby. And they said he's about to be the highest paid defensive player in the NFL very soon. Is TJ Watt the highest right now?
I think so. No, isn't there somebody higher?
Or did Roquan beat him out?
I think Roquan's the highest paid player in the world. I mean, but I think he's the highest paid linebacker ever. So that's what is Roquan getting, bro? Let's look that up.
He got like $100 million, or something like that.
Like 70 something.
It was like 60 was guaranteed. So TJ Watt is the highest in guaranteed with the 80 million is guaranteed.
Because it's white.
Aaron Donald is like the highest per season, 31.7.
I was gonna say Aaron Donald.
TJ Watt's 28, and Bosa is 27, and then Myles Garrett is 25. Those are the top four guys. Where do you see? Because I mean, a lot of this. I mean, it's probably going to be an extension, is what it's going to be. But what do you think the total?
Who's the highest per year right now?
Donald with 31.7.
There it is. 31 and 32, maybe. If it's an extension, maybe we're talking like 27, 28 a year with higher guarantees.
Well, it's probably going to be an extension either way, right? Because isn't this the last year of his deal?
Yeah, so he would play on this 15 million that's guaranteed, right? I think this is 15 million for this year for him.
Yeah, because all the shit's already allocated. So it's like then they would just be playing around.
And then they'll drop on top of that. So, I mean, the first year could even be like okay, what's the extension? 3 years, 5 years?
I bet it's going to be a 5-year.
5 year, right? Now,
I mean, they're not going to want like. There's no way they're keeping him for any less than 3 years. Like, I don't give a fuck what happens. Like, there's no way.
I don't know why I said. I just said that out loud. I was like, I don't know why I said 3. Yeah, so 5, extended for 5, and it'll probably be the unprecedented, like, damn near fully guaranteed type shit.
I bet. So I think. I mean, what if they just did somewhere in the low 80s to beat TJ Watt? With the guarantee.
I mean, 85.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
throw your bone here.
No best ball. No mock draft tonight because we are doing a live best ball draft. And yes, kidda, we did fill it up. We are filled up and ready to go. We're going to do the draft order race here on FNT because Noble's got his karate class. And then so after this show, we're going to do that. And then we'll be back to start the show. And okay, now we got that serious news out of the way. The news that I was excited to talk about was Mark Andrews and his quotes that were cut. I don't know if this was from an article or from a podcast, but it's some kind of interview and talking about Lamar. And he said his balls are incredible, and he's put those balls on the money.
I mean, shit, his balls, and now he got hella money to attach to his balls, you know what I mean? Hella guaranteed money, too.
It's hilarious when you get those
I think when he says he has balls, too, I also think because he had balls to do this with no agent. He had balls to like stand up as a black man and be like, I need mine, bruh. You know what I mean? And not everybody gets lucky like Deshaun Watson, because you gotta admit Deshaun Watson is some kind of lucky to have all them cases go on and then get to be the highest paid. He's the highest paid ever, huh? Like guaranteed contract, right? Obviously.
Who are you talking? Who?
Come on, Deshaun, hit the drop.
Oh yeah, of course it's Deshaun.
Hello, ladies.
I wonder how many. Like, is it going to take one more year, 2 more years? Or do we think like a Joe Burrow or fucking Justin Herbert could beat his guaranteed in money? Because that's what's crazy. I mean, Patrick Mahomes didn't even have that much guaranteed money when he signed that 10-year. What was it? 450 mil or something.
What's crazy? It was a new contract though too.
Right? No, it was an extension.
Oh, it was an extension.
He had 2 years left on his deal. So when they did that deal, he was like locked in for the next 12 years. Because
he was already getting 40.
No, I don't think he didn't get paid like that. But it was
getting 40.
No, because there was 2 left on his rookie deal still.
No. But see, because he already got his extension. He got an extension before it was up. And that extension was with Houston. Like, look,
okay, I was talking about Patrick Mahomes. I was confused.
Oh yeah, he was getting 40. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the 500 mil. It's crazy though that the what's it called? I don't even know his name. The soccer player that got like the 650 mil for like 3 years. Like,
oh yeah, we were just talking about that motherfucker yesterday.
That shit is fucking insane. 650 mil for 3 years, like over 200 mil a year. Like,
I'm like, yo, bro, let me hold something, bro. That's when everyone start coming around for favors, huh? Motherfuckers start coming around with business opportunity proposals and shit. Look here.
Crab Ninja, don't worry. He's in the midst of getting his green screen and studio set up.
Oh, what's he talking about?
He said, "Give up a green screen or a backdrop."
I'm good. You know what I'm saying? We going through I just moved to this fat crib. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? I still got all my shit, most of my shit boxed. Look at that. When I pull out there. Look at that.
Dennis said, so Watson is the highest paid, but Lamar didn't have to pay an agent 3% off the top. So really Lamar is probably the highest paid. Well, I mean, his 3% I'm pretty sure went to his mom, but either way, you're keeping it all in the family, for sure. And yeah,
I got my green. Look, I got a fucking 20 by, what is this? 20 by something foot green screen right here. What?
And but yeah, I mean, it was the all those lawyer fees that Watson had to pay.
Put some final, put some Gary Payne OG there. There you go.
Nice. And man, it's crazy the difference in these QBs, like guaranteed money, and even some of these offensive players guaranteed money versus like even the most top end defensive players. Like no defensive players getting 100 mil guaranteed. We got multiple quarterbacks with over 200 guaranteed.
Somebody else got 2 for.
No. Close to it, because there were 180. Is that what Lamar and Kyler are at? Both at 180 or 170 something?
Yeah, I think Kyler's at like 160, 165 or something like that.
That's still crazy though.
And then it's Jalen Hurts who's up there, right? Like 170 something, and then it's the next tier up is Lamarvelous.
Yeah. That's still fucking insane though, because like a guy like Nick Bosa, what is this 5th year, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Year 5. Tore it up, rookie, defensive rookie of the year, damn near rookie of the year, I think, if I remember correctly, if you got both of them. And then, early in 2020, tears his ACL. Then he comes back and he's had no less than 15 sacks.
I mean, this is the type of guy because of the talent. I mean, yeah, injuries. I mean, it always, makes a difference on everything. But he's only 25 years old, man. Like, I mean, he could legit be playing for close to 10 more years. I mean, we're looking at Donald closing.
He's the better Bosa.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. He's the one that Joey was holding him down and, fucking headlocking him and shit because he was so much older. But now Nick Bosa is going to be be like,
hey, Joe, that's how Joey makes his claim to fame, huh? He's like, listen, bro, if it wasn't for me whooping your ass your whole life.
I mean, it's probably the same thing with TJ and JJ, right? Like, it's always the younger brother who gets the brunt of it. And if that younger brother ends up prevailing, like, they're usually some of the toughest ones.
Whooping his ass.
Dennis said, water bogey, isn't it beer 30?
It's funny because look at this. I mean, like, I take a sip. I mean, like, I've already been, like, at it. So it's like, you know what I mean? I'm like,
I'm already said the Florida players make the most with no income tax. You got to throw Texas and Nevada in there as well, because those are the 3 states that I know about that don't have income tax. You don't pay state income tax is what it is. So you still pay taxes. Bless you. Still pay taxes to the feds, and the feds either way. I mean, they're taking a grip of your money, But it's like state plus the feds is probably like close to 50% for these guys. So, like, maybe they're only giving up 35% or 30 of their money versus the whole 50. Because taxes are a motherfucker. Let's see. What other news do we got right now?
My man Jair Brown.
What about him?
They say he's running with the team ones and OTAs. And, like, for whatever that's worth, what I'm saying? Just the fact that he's already running with the team ones because he clearly has a clear path to starting, you know what I mean? Because there's no one getting more.
Old man might not even be there right now, right? Like, his old ass maybe like needing to still be.
Yeah, but then, I mean, that guy's going to be a rotational guy anyway, or a situational guy like third downs, you know what I mean? Type of, you know what I'm saying?
And that's why you swooped him right now in like the 29th round.
Yeah, and then when you took,
I still like Sidney Brown a little bit more.
You know what sucks is I haven't been able to get him in any of these other startups.
Who, Sidney?
No, fucking Jair. Like, I got him in like a bunch of the rookie drafts on those teams. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it sucks. Like, it's been kind of forwarding my plans and shit. A lot of people been, because I'd be like, I'll just wait on DBs. Like, I'll get like Isaiah Simmons and then I'll wait on DBs. Like, you know what I mean? But then it's like, and then I always get to a point like, fuck, I have no DBs. I should just have a linebacker. You know what I mean? I'm like,
and you never know where some of these rookies are going to go because it's super, super subjective. Like, once you get past maybe,
and
like,
you know what, Sidney Brown. I mean, it's he. Who's even over there? Is no more Mike?
It's who's the dude?
Blankenship.
Blankenship. Yeah, there you go. Space. And even then, I mean, he only came in to really spell, when CJ got hurt.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but I mean, both those guys, the Browns, I want to meet the Browns.
Meet the Browns? Is that a movie?
It was a movie or a TV show, one of the two. And all right, Crispy, thanks. We'll get that pick over there soon in the Breakfast Club. Yeah, I don't even think I put my character there, but I think
did BS get moving too in 23?
I don't know.
We have 2-hour clocks now, though, right?
I think so. Yeah, pretty sure.
Awesome. No, that's cool. Because I was like, we're kind of moving. I'm like, oh, never mind. People are just timing out. I'm like, and they're timing out with a queue list. And I'm pissed. Like,
everybody knows now you better have that queue ready.
Well, because it's like they're still taking the guys I would want. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they're not.
Like, someone took Michael Wilson. I was like, man. It's been a fun speculative grab. Just purely speculative. But he's going to walk into a role.
Oh yeah, that's why I didn't. That's why I didn't take a fucking character in in the Breakfast Club. Well, Devo already took Judd Nelson, John Bender.
Just be the Who.
The what?
Just be the Who.
Who's the Who?
Just the band, bruh.
Oh.
Because they got the song for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, isn't that the one where they're doing their little montage?
Yeah.
It's so funny how weed was the thing that connected everybody in Breakfast Club.
Yep. I mean,
even in the wholesome white movies, you know, there's always someone who still brings up the weed and that brings everyone closer together.
So I had this. There was this. We had a teacher. I think I referenced her before. Was when we were like sophomores. No, we were seniors, right? And her name was Miss Draven. I think that was her name. But she was Miss. You know, notice I want to point that out that she is Miss Draven because she used to be Mrs. whatever the fuck. So when she came into that year, yeah. So now she had got a divorce over the summer, and you know what I mean. And like she was like one of them like, she just like she would have like runs in her stockings and like lipstick in her teeth and type of shit. You know what I mean? And so like. Even the homegirls will get on her. You know what I mean? Because like she'll like everyone stop, be quiet. Everyone be quiet. I'm trying to listen to what I'm saying. Like, that's why your husband left you. And like you know what I mean? Like and she would and then I heard she had a breakdown because what you know what I'm saying, we weren't the only ones doing it. I mean there's hella periods, bro. And motherfuckers getting on her. And she had like a nervous breakdown or some shit. Which is kind of sad when you think about it, but like
we had, I remember I wasn't in this class, but we had a teacher. She was an art teacher, history teacher, or something. She quit in the middle of class, like mid-year, and like was bounced. It's like, fuck you guys, I'm out.
Damn. Oh yeah. So look at this. And then so this dude comes in, right? And he is the permanent substitute for the rest of the year. And this dude's probably like 23. 24, you know what I mean? He ain't that much older than us, you know what I mean? Like he would smell like cigarettes and like
he's like straight.
He would put that B in there with his head down, like all right, because and all we would do was watch movies and write little summaries of the movies.
Yeah.
And I remember the first one he came, and it's funny because when he first came in, he was kind of enthusiastic about the shit. Like, yeah, guys, have you guys seen Breakfast Club? And zero people said it, including myself. Yeah. He's like, what? He was like mortified. and I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, he's only like that, not that much older than us, but still, yeah, he probably remembers that shit, you know what I'm saying? Or it was like a kid when it came out, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, fucking, we watched this shit and it was phenomenal. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, okay, because you always, I never, like over the years too, they would have other things that would reference Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like even Animaniacs reference, or not Animaniacs, what is it called? Tiny Toons. You know what I mean?
In the best ball draft that we're doing tonight is for Dogma, and he's talking about John Hughes and everything, and it's like fucking Breakfast Club, where all these dumbass kids actually show up for detention.
Right? I mean, like, we had the Saturday joint too.
One time, man, you want to hear this bullshit? One time, I had to do Saturday school, and it was on my birthday.
It's funny because I had to do that shit a couple times. I had this teacher. His name was Mr. Mendoza, right? He was a 7th period teacher, and like I used to always cut 7th period. You know what I mean? Because everybody that had started first period, because you would only do 6 periods or whatever. 5, I forget what it was, but people that started at 1 would get early. You know what I mean? Get out early, and I still had a 7th period, so I just cut. But I'd see him all the time, you know what I mean? And he was like one of those cool teachers where like he would hang out with the skaters at lunch.
Yeah.
And you see him, he out there like doing his old school moves. You know what I mean? On his longboard and shit.
Yeah, it was bullshit. Yeah, when I had to do that shit, it was because I was selling candy at school. And one of the people from like the PTS
Big ass fly.
or whatever the fuck hating on me stole my stash of candy. And and then made me have to do that Saturday school. Man, none of my teachers were hating on that. It was only this one guy who was hating on it. I remember this one teacher was a young guy, math teacher, stoner. He was like, "All right, Alex, you know you're not supposed to have the candy for sale, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "So I'm gonna keep it a secret, but anytime I call on a candy bar, you know, you'll take care of me, right?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I got you." And you could tell that the days when he asked for the candy bar was the days when he got hella high before school.
That's funny.
That shit was hilarious. Let's see. What else we got here for the news? We talked about it a little bit earlier today about Romeo Dubs saying that that there is not much of a drop off from what he's seeing between Aaron Rodgers and Love.
I mean, he kind of had a shitty Aaron Rodgers last year. So if we can get Jordan, okay, for fantasy purposes, right? Just remove the name. What was Aaron Rodgers last year, QB wise?
What was that? QB 12? Did he even crack the top 12, 13?
No way. No fucking way.
Let me go check. I don't know.
I'm thinking in fantasy too. Like, where did he finish? Like, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and let me go look with like default scoring also.
Yeah.
I got one spot set up where I can do that. There we go. Let's see.
I like that. You got a designated little settings so you can go to.
Yeah.
Smart.
13th.
Yeah, you look at ours.
13th, so I was right. Just right behind Danny Pesos and right above Tua and Derek Carr.
So, okay. This is interesting. You think J Love does that at least?
No. Okay, Antonio said it was the same, even in that as well, that he finished 13th. Okay. But yeah, I do have the settings set up on the 25 yards and all. I still have it on 6 points per touchdown because if you guys aren't playing in leagues with 6 points per touchdown,
I don't know what to tell you.
I really don't.
But I will say, like, those leagues are hella hard to win, man.
Antonio said, "Hell no to Love."
You know what's crazy? He's been pulled up.
Because look, here's let's just go over the list of QBs for last year. How about the top 24? Let's go through that. Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, Hurts, Cousins, Goff, Herbert, Brady, Fields, Pesos, Rodgers, Tua, Carr, Lamar.
Oh, he's rhyming.
15, 16. Okay. Lamar, Russ, Dak, Mariota, Kyler, the Judge. Hold on.
Let's get it out.
Come on, soundboard.
Let's get it on.
Andy Dalton, Mac Jones, and Jimmy G. It's crazy how what didn't seem too hard to crack to be a QB2 last year.
Let's get it out. That says it all. When Davis Mills is one.
Yeah.
And didn't I say Davis Mills is one of my favorite third QBs to have last season on?
I mean, that's what's crazy is he paid off as it, even though people probably didn't like him. But he finished overall. Yeah.
I remember Peacock, Davis Mills actually came through for him in a clutch lightweight in the playoffs. Remember he lost like Lamar and Hurts?
Yeah.
And and shout out to my man Peacock because it's something I've been trying to get done. I was trying to get one of his linebackers forever. And he countered me with Louvu, and I was like, hell yeah. I love Frankie. I was like, we're doing that. Because you know what it is?
He didn't do that good in the playoffs in one game. I mean, we're not talking our format, but just in regular, 25 and 6 points per TD.
Who's this?
Davis Mills. Davis Mills.
No, I said came through for him in the clutch as in that he had him.
Oh, yeah, I know.
he traded because remember Titans took over that team, and then that was the team where he had Davis Mills and Danny Dumbass. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm so mad I didn't grab Desmond Ridder last year, bro. When all the times I had a chance to grab him.
In like what, like rookie drafts and
just
stuff?
to have like because he's one of my favorite like third QBs to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He did take a step up, that's for sure.
Well, I mean, maybe not really a step up, but just he has like these weapons,
like value. I just feel
like so cheap. Yeah,
like value is
value. Yeah, exactly. That's what you meant.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's yet to be seen if he's really gonna take a step up or not.
Now people are pulling him up like he's Jordan Love or something.
Yeah.
People are
these best balls. I mean, shit. We've seen him go higher than the 10th. I think I've taken him in the 9th in one round. I
took him in the 9th. I took him in the 9th in the one league that I have him in your dynasty league. But,
okay.
but I have him in a couple of your best balls, and I think I might even got him earlier just because the way that those drafts were going.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say is that people have been taking him earlier, but I've been trying to hold out for like the value on him. All right, we got strangers, and what I gotta do is DeMar Hamlin is doing a CPR tour. Oh man, let's see. What else do we got here? So the teams that are apparently out on DeAndre Hopkins, at least from the teams that we thought could have been possibilities, the Cowboys, Bills, Chiefs, and Giants, all say that they are out on him. Let's see. Oh, shit, he said, seriously, what? Oh, man. And let's see, we're still waiting for the Dalvin Cook we're still waiting for Dalvin Cook to be released. It's funny because it's like people want to pick him up. They're at least waiting for like waivers to clear. We can't talk to him until he gets like released. So it's like now the Vikings are just like fucking around, kind of just dragging it out as long as they can. They don't want to get rid of him. They just don't want to pay him.
They're giving him all the chances. They're giving him every chance. They're even saying, hey, we believe Alexander Madison could be a 3-down back. They're saying everything to go against him because they're giving him all the chance to say, hey, I'll just take less money and restructure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to go anywhere, y'all. And they don't see running backs, you know what I mean? It sucks because it's like, okay, I hate the Cowboys, but I'll say Zeke is one of the last running backs that really is a long-standing running back in one organization that kind of did his thing year after year until as of late, right? Because he ran for them for 8 years total.
Was it
pretty crazy? I'd say 6 out of those 8 years were like dominant. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like okay, how long? Like Emmitt Smith and then like those guys during that era, Emmitt Smith, fucking Barry Sanders, all them motherfuckers, they ran for like 10 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's kind of it.
Right? And then exactly. It's like, so when you think about it, it's like this is a very rare thing in the present day league.
Yeah, I mean, even Emmitt Smith, he played for what, 15 years. He played 90 to 04. See? And the last 2 years with the Cardinals, I mean, we kind of don't even count those, right?
No.
Probably his last couple years with the Cowboys, you probably wouldn't even count them. I don't remember. I'll go look at his stats and kind of see.
I mean, he continued to play after Troy Aikman. I mean, play for the Cowboys at least.
Yeah, so 2001 was the last year that he broke 1,000, and he played 3 years after that.
Okay, so 2001 Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, still it was solid though. I mean, 91 through 2001, 1,000 yards every year.
You just don't see long standing. You're going back to the Dalvin Cook thing. Like organizations, it's rare that nowadays there's like a long standing running back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like this motherfucker, like Adrian Peterson. Like before Zeke, right? Okay, Adrian Peterson, right? Adrian Peterson was just that one organization that really just, you know what I mean?
How many running backs are even lucky enough to get a second contract with the same team? Let alone be a long-standing player, you know.
I mean, I guess, okay, Derrick Henry's won 18, 19, because he's been drafted since, what, 2015? Yeah. He got drafted in 2015.
Yeah.
No, 2016. But he was still behind DeMarco Murray. But
yeah.
he
I mean, we know Joe Mixon, Alvin Kamara, who else? Aaron Jones. I mean, those are a couple that I can think of. Christian McCaffrey, obviously.
So maybe it is. So maybe.
Look
but
at
that's a special class. You know how many times we referenced that class? That 17 class is special.
Yeah, because even look at Eckler. It's like he did get another contract, right? But it was like a super team friendly like contract. But now when it's coming to get actual bucks, they don't want to fucking no dice.
So these are it's funny because there's a gang of long-standing running backs, but they always end up leaving because of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even then, like I mean, it's more of an outlier, right, than the norm.
Like Zeke, he never had a problem getting his money. I think they just view him as like done now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Like when I mean, I guess that he was. I mean, it's not like he had to work too much to get that contract, but remember because of the drama that was going on. I mean, I know that was something that like slowed it down for like a year or something. Didn't matter.
I think Uncle Jerry's entering the senile phase now.
It's got to be Steven that's doing more of this shit, you know, than Jerry at this point, though.
I don't know. I remember, you know, when they were built that great offensive line in this past like 10 years, like that was all Stephen Jones apparently. You know what I mean?
It's funny in that show Entourage, there was a whole episode where they were talking like the NFL and Jerry Jones was on it. A couple other owners were on it. They were trying to sell the TV rights for them is what they were trying to do. But they were like, you know, we've been thinking about bringing a team to LA, bringing a team back to LA. So long before the team got brought back. And that's funny because Jerry Jones, this is like maybe 2008. Or something, maybe 2007 when this came out, and he's talking to one of the female agents, and he was like, "Little lady, do you have someone?" Because like, you know, I'm grooming my son to be the GM of the, grooming my son Steven to be the GM.
Wow, he should have just like offered to buy her out.
Yeah,
you know that's what he does.
Yeah.
Hey, you know,
so funny on the league though. That was my favorite. Where somehow DallasCowboys.com comes up for sale and Taco buys it just like right on the spot, and Jerry Jones has to get him on the horn to buy that back, and he pays him $400,000 to get DallasCowboys.com back. And all the guys they get to go to training camp, and the way that they decide the league. Like the draft order race, them is having to run across the field while practice is going on. So like motherfuckers are smashing them. Some are fucking, you know, they got the ball machine fucking throwing the balls at them.
That's tight.
And of course it's Taco who makes it all the way and makes it first on that one.
That's funny.
That shit was hilarious. Yeah, and then they come up and they're like, "All right, Mr. Jerry Jones said you're able to use his private plane so you can go home." And they were like, "Yeah." They're like, "Yeah, the only what did he say? The main reason why is you got to leave right now." I forget what he said. The only condition is you have to leave right now.
He's like, "I'm out. Say less."
What up, Dion? Dion in the house.
What up, Dion?
Dennis said running backs should have their own players union. Running backs, it's crazy because how much of a part of the game they are, as much of a part of the game as they are, they're like the least valued position almost. It's crazy.
I guess you could say linebackers are the same on the other side of the ball and like safeties.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Safeties more so.
Because you look at the first round.
Because when it comes, I'm looking at it in the scope of the bag they get.
Well, we could even base it off of who's drafted in the first round more often than not.
Okay, because safeties do get drafted in the first round a lot.
No, safeties are kind of rare. It's like the same thing though, like the linebackers. So I guess
you're right. It's corners. My bad. Corners are
corners are the ones who are hella important.
And edge rushers.
Yeah, corners, edge rushers. Maybe
that's probably why the first round's full of bust so
much. And the second round is full of all these hidden gems that hit because they probably should have been drafted in the first round. But teams drafting for need But yeah, that's just what it is, though. Like, if you need an offensive like tackle, like super bad, and you have like the 15th pick, and like 4 of them go, inside the top 14 or whatever, like right before you. You're probably still gonna take that tackle, but you're probably gonna miss because now you're taking your choice out of whoever wasn't even in the top 4 or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, RBs do need their own players union, that's for sure. But XFL, like, man, like, as long as they don't get hurt, transition over to the XFL. Especially now that they partnered with the NFL, they're going to be able to get, they're going to start getting little mini bags over there to keep playing, and they'll be able to play longer. Even guys like Philip Lindsay got picked up by the XFL. And Philadelphia Underdogs, what up, bro? He said 49ers be like, we lost to the Eagles because their defense was physical and knocked our QB out. We'll blame it on the O-line. It's football. You lost. That's funny. Dang it, Alan. I didn't see this before Bogey went into the Matrix. And Adam, hell yeah, we mentioned that earlier today, that Leonard Floyd got picked up by the Bills. And they said that Von Miller might be ready by the season opener, or should be ready, was the way that it was worded. A little premature with the comment. Because we read it right now. And Crispy said, sorry, I'm high as fuck. Let's get it. Marty said there's a money pool in the NFL Players Association that will pay late round RBs based off their performance for guys like Pacheco who play without their contract. Yeah, for sure. Like, that's pretty cool, because even a guy like Pacheco is like a perfect example. He drafted in like the 7th round. And he's already, I'll produce the contract, just in year 1, but yeah, probably going to be not not gonna re-sign him more than likely, and just who the hell knows. All right. Let's see what other news we got. Oh, we'll wait for Bogey to get back because I want to see for this part. But okay, Brock. Here he goes right now. So 2 things: Micah Parsons and Derek right in here, just perfect timing. Because Micah Parsons, he says he's not worried about his sack total. He's more worried about making impactful plays on defense that will produce wins.
He sounds like he's getting great media training now.
Yeah.
Because when he was on, you know what I'm saying? When he was popping his shit, he was like, listen, bro, I want to just straight pass rush, bro, because I want the money.
And this is funny. I was reading this out right
as he knows the edge rushers get way more.
Right as you went into the Matrix. Philadelphia Underdogs, I think he thinks he's getting you good with this comment. What do you think? He said 49ers fans be like, we lost to the Eagles because their defense was so physical and knocked our QB out. We'll blame the O-line. It's football. You lost.
I don't know. Damn. Hey, shout out to Philadelphia, first of all. Yeah, but I'm like, I know football, so that happens. You know what I mean?
I don't think
you know who injured Brockett was Hassan Reddick. You know where he came from? He came from the Cardinals. That's a real thing. That he studied our offensive line for years, then goes to the Eagles, and that's his ticket in, bro.
You think that's going to be a new thing for these teams, building through cheap trades to get veterans? Because it's not like they gave up a bunch to like acquire a lot of these guys that they acquired, and it was crazy because they had the Eagles having a couple youngsters out there, but then picking up Kaiser White, literally just for 1 year,
but the Eagles have been doing that.
Yeah, but now
they always do like the veteran rotation. The second contract or floating around guys like linebackers. They always do that with them.
It really clicked this time, though.
But right now, but you know what's crazy is that this how dope Howie Roseman is, because in the last three, actually I'd say in the last 3 seasons, he's been morphing it like slowly into like this young ass team. You know what I mean? Yeah. And now that they paid this motherfucker, it has to be young. So it's like, they drafted needs. like heavy this year. What they do? They went and got our man Sidney Brown, right? When he was like a first rounder,
second rounder.
Oh yeah, because the other guy was they had two. That's right. They had the other first rounder. It was Nolan Smith,
Jalen Carter, and Nolan Smith. Those were their first rounders, and then they got Sidney Brown in the second round.
I was sick when they got Jalen Carter. I was like, oh my god, they're gonna be so nasty.
Yeah, and see, and I guess what's crazy
they're
about
already nasty.
So I wonder. I mean, I feel. I mean, best player available, right? You know, regardless of like bullshit, you know, going on at the time. But they got Fletcher Cox, who's still there in the middle, and then they got their like first rounder from last year, Jordan Davis, who they got over there at D tackle as well. So I'm curious how. I mean, it's going to be a rotation, right? I mean, I guess the more that you can keep Fletcher Cox, you know, just like good for the fourth is probably like better for their squad, like in general. So. Maybe it's like a 3-man DT rotation.
Because even Brandon Graham's coming back. See, that's just like
him and Josh Sweat. And then Josh Sweat, two dope ass edge rushers that they got too.
Yeah, and you just have a fresh rotation of these veterans that are also going to be like a great locker room presence and be able to keep these youngsters in line. And then like the youngsters that are coming in, they all know each other. You know what I'm saying? Or at least up front. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Even Nakobe Dean was a fucking.
Nakobe Dean was like a third rounder.
No, I know, but what was he? Was he a Georgia? Was he from Bama?
No, Georgia. Yeah, they got their.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. No, they got all of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, isn't it Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nakobe Dean, and then Nolan?
Yeah,
isn't it those four?
Yeah, that's the homies right there.
Yeah,
and that's dope because then you would automatically assume they got some camaraderie. As this is not something that's not far fetched that they would do this to this extent. Because look at, they went as far as like, hey, Jalen Hurts, who do you want? He said, give me Devontae Smith.
Yeah,
you remember that shit? Then they even said, look at this. Then he said, hey, what do you think about us trading for AJ Brown? He said, man, you better do that. That's my best friend. that's like his godfather of his child or some shit like that too.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? They really did that. So
and, they're fucking awesome as well. Like both of them are really fucking good. Devonta Smith, he hit. Mm-hmm. What was he, sixth overall pick?
Yeah, because I'm just saying, like, the chemistry on the field. You know what I'm saying? And off the field, that shit you can't buy that shit. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
in actuality you can, huh? Because they just did that, right?
Well,
they drafted Devontae Smith, drafted all the motherfuckers. I mean,
see, you can't say Devonta Smith because they drafted him. I mean, he's still,
and then traded for AJ Brown.
I mean, the AJ Brown, though.
Because the AJ Brown Jalen Hurts thing, they're boys in real life for real. Like they're like best friends for real. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Because I mean, I guess because what's his name, Miles Sanders, also a homegrown guy. So I mean, but this year, Rashad Penny, Swift. I don't know if I doubt Jalen said go out and get these guys, but it's just what they did. But but yeah, that defense though, and having Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, and Josh Sweat, who are still there, to go along with the young guys, they've all been playing together for like a shitload. Like fuck, how long's Brandon Graham been there now? Like 10 years, motherfucker's been around forever. Let's see, fucking first round pick in 2010. Like he's been
year 14.
Yeah. Hell yeah, he was there through some shitty years and there through all the good years.
To the chipper.
Yeah, won it and made it the second time. Yeah. Okay.
Jason Kelsey's there still too. That shit's crazy, bro.
So Brock Purdy, we heard about him throwing for the first time, right? Now he had no setbacks. He's out there throwing again. He took a day off. They were playing it real cautious with him. He took a day off, but no setbacks or nothing. So that's why we heard, remember, just everything that we're hearing with Sam Darnold and Trey Lance and like all that. Everyone's just getting shuffled around over there. But we already know it's going to be the Brock says.
I hope he doesn't get no setbacks for real.
Because if he doesn't get any setbacks, they said it was about a 3-month timetable from when he could first start throwing. So that pretty much started the 3-month timetable. That's what it's going to come down to. No setbacks. Might be there in the beginning of September. Should be there. How about that? Should be there.
I can't lie to you. If Trey Lance came out in week 1, I think the ovation wouldn't be as like rumbling and thunderous as it would be for the Brock.
Because he would come out like this. Hold on.
We'll smile, but the Rock is cooking.
He's got to cut the promo.
And in front of the millions of Rock's fans.
Like, man, he's so fire. Brock would have my vote for everything if he came. Like that's why I like Travis Kelce so much more. If there wasn't a reason to like him more, going out there and cutting the promos, telling the fucking the mayor of Cincinnati, "Know your role is shut your mouth, you jabroni." Doesn't even matter if it's unoriginal. If you're gonna steal, at least steal from the best. And Trip, no, you didn't hear this earlier. No mock draft tonight. We have a best ball draft that we're doing tonight, and it's not a mock. A real live draft. That one's gonna be fun. This is gonna be a good one because things have just been changing so much. Let's see. Oh, here we go. How about another QB carousel / QB competition who we're all paying super close attention to with the Bucks and Kyle Trash and Baker Mayfield. And apparently Kyle Trash is dialed in out there at OTAs is the specific wording that they used.
It's funny because it don't matter how dialed in he is. That first round draft capital that Baker Mayfield has and that playoff win under his belt, it almost makes him be the starter every time.
Well, it's like he probably has to do less to be the starter, right? Like it's probably his job to lose and not
100%.
So yeah, he has to be like Kyle Trash could be really good and still not get it. Like Baker could be a little bit bad and still get it. Trash can't be bad like at all if he's gonna actually win the job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Derek Kyle Trash. And Crispy, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not in this draft as of now. You're the first alternate as of now. And Johnny Talk Sports. Yeah, I pulled this up earlier, and but Bogey went into the Matrix, so I didn't read it out. But it said, "I'm sold on Sam Howell this season. Am I correct or incorrect?"
Come on, bro, the Wolf. You feel me? I mean, he got the weaponry.
I think that's why.
Hello. How you doing? Hey, hold on. I'll be back here in 1 minute.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. It's the weaponry, and it's all going to be about like throwing to the running backs, as well. So just like everything that they do, like over there, it's just there's going to be a lot of running. A lot of passing like through the run game with the short passes and all that. Because I think even Brian Robinson is going to get involved more in the pass game this year, even though he did catch a bullet in his bubble goose. Right. Let's see. And I hope so. I hope so. Yeah, and man, it's kind of tough because like Stu wanted to he didn't tell us what he was going to give us. And so he didn't really have like a will or anything like that. But yeah, it's because he wanted to give us something for the show, but because he didn't say anything specific, now it's like it puts me in a weird spot. Like I don't really want to text his sister about that. Like, hey, do you think we can still get something, for the show to remember Stu by? So hopefully, maybe just sometime soon she'll think about that and then reach out. Because, I do want to get something, on the wall for Stu. I know, it would be real nice. Something that's actually his. And, yeah, R.I.P. to Stu. Oh, man. Is this where hold on. Oh, man. So you can't say that and not play the song. We know Stu's up there watching and smoking with us. R.I.P. Stu. We miss you, brother. Yeah, Crispy, you the man. So just trying to give everyone else a chance at winning something. Yeah, R.I.P. to our man, Stu. He's the man. He is the man. Appreciate you, homie, for everything. All right, let's see. And Trip, no, we do not have a mock draft tomorrow. And you know why? I'm so excited because we are doing Fantasy Football Jeopardy. This is going to be so fun. I know Bogey's going to be in attendance for sure. We're going to see who else can make it. If any 420 crew members want to come on live, you can make sure to just hit me up, send me a DM. We're going to be going live around 5 o'clock West Coast time. But you guys need to be there, and you need to. And if you're not going to be on live, with us, just be in the chat because it is going to be super fun. You're going to be able to. You're going to be able to, just answer all the questions and everything's going to be so fucking fun. And shout out to our man, Marty, who put all the questions and everything together. Appreciate you, bro. I got all the slides and everything ready to go. It is going to be very, very cool. I'm excited. Fantasy Football Jeopardy. We love the game shows. Around here. So I cannot wait. And all right, Derek said I got to get my daughter from work around that time, but I'll be in the chat. Appreciate you, homie. Appreciate you. Yeah, Crispy said Stu up there talking to Tom Landry. You already know that he's the first thing he did was go find the Hall of Fame wing in heaven somewhere. That is for sure. And Dennis said never got to meet him, but heard he was a good dude. He was the best. He was the guy who, if you came in the chat for the very first time, he was the one welcoming you. Even Antonio's been around for years, and Stu was the first one to welcome Antonio in, and I'm sure, we could just go down the list of dozens, if not hundreds and hundreds of people. But yeah, Stu was the man. We would get we'd get real busy with questions, and he would be doing his best to help with questions and kind of keeping the chat organized and stuff. It was pretty dope. Derek, what time do you think you'll get home? If you think that you'll be home around 6, well, West Coast time, 6, maybe we'll just push it back for you. I say if it's within an hour to get you on, Derek, we can adjust the clock a little bit, because I don't know if it's really going to make too much of a difference for Bogey time wise. So we'll when Bogey gets back on, we'll ask about that. Yeah, and Crispy said I met Stu on the Mark Holmes. Hell yeah! I mean, that's what's crazy, right? Isn't that's how you found us, right? Just from the Stu connection to us and connection to Mark. Okay, okay, perfect. 5:30. We'll set that up for 5:30, where we 5:35 where we start the show and everything, and then we'll have the 5-minute countdown. All right, we got you, Derek. Got you. Yeah, because that would be a good one. And Philadelphia, so I'm a free agent. It's all about fantasy football now. It used to be the Chargers, but when they left San Diego, I was really only loyal to them because of being from San Diego, not because of how good or their lineage or anything like that. So once they officially left and went to Smell A, I stopped being a Charger fan. I didn't mess with them anymore after that. And I'll tell you, life has been so much more fun being a free agent, fan and then just cheering for the players versus caring about what any team does. Except betting. That's the only time when I'll care what the team does, is if I bet on the outcome of the game. Yeah, dude, we were doing a bunch of bets last year. I moved to Vegas, and I just do all the betting through BetMGM app, and super cool. Waiting to get back into that, because I mean, football is really the main thing that I watch and bet on. So I mean, it's whatever, kind of betting on the other sports, but I cannot wait for football to come around so we can start betting again. Like, I haven't even pulled the balance. I haven't even been betting in there, but I haven't even pulled the balance out just because I already know as soon as football comes back around, we're getting back at it.
You done time out?
Oh, yeah. Oh, so Bogey, does 5:30 tomorrow work for Fantasy Jeopardy?
What's tomorrow, Tuesday? I mean, it should, yeah. If not, maybe 6. I just don't. The thing, see, for me personally, too, is I just don't have, man. Oh, I think my girl, is she working the morning? I think she's working morning shift. Oh, no, we're straight. Yeah. 5:30 works.
Cool. Yeah, so we're doing Fantasy Jeopardy. Derek is going to be in the house as well as one of the contestants. So, yeah, I don't think anyone from the Playmakers could do it. Maybe we'll ask Peacock. I don't know if he could do it, but if you have anyone in mind.
Well, it's funny, too, because Clock, Clock, it's kind of cool. We're going to have, like, special guest Clock all day Wednesday or Thursday.
Okay, sweet.
I forget, he's going to have a day off, but he's going to come rock with us and shit on various shows.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do the rounds. I like it.
I know, right? I'm excited. I like having Clock, man. He's awesome. I told him, I was like, we got to fuck with your rankings. Like, let's see where you got guys right now.
And, like, I'm sure, Stevie B's, he's okay with bringing on anyone who's cool with us. So if it is a Thursday, even hop on Dynasty Life as well. Just hit all the shows, stay on for however long he wants. Doesn't even matter. Just get in the mix.
You know what's crazy is, like, I'm such a value, shopper. Like, it's not such a value shopper. Like, I'm more like cheap. I don't want to pay up for certain guys. Like, this year, before they drafted Reed, I was like, I'm probably going to be fading Christian Watson. And I'll have, like, a ton of Romeo Dubs. Like, I already knew that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's just going to go tremendously late or later. And
then we need to have a whole, like value rankings, like, based around, like, percentage off. Like, if we were going to TJ Maxx or Ross or some shit. I'm only getting this guy if he's 66% off. Or so and to that, whatever 66% off, you figure out what round that actually means, or like whatever, based on that. But that'd be kind of cool, right?
I like it.
Yeah,
I like it.
Hey, Highsman in the house. Roll up, bro. Let's smoke it up.
Yeah, let's roll something up.
All right. Let's see. What else do we got here? Chief. Before we're off the Washington football team, how about that? They shouldn't even be called the Commandos anymore. They don't even have the fucking they don't even have the fucking trademark anymore. And but yeah, so the Washington football team, Chris Rodriguez, impressive coaches with his pass catching ability, and that's what I said. I think that all
be like that new J.D. McKissick.
Well, yeah, they don't got him anymore, and I think even Brian Robinson takes a little step up, per game wise on like the touches he was getting through the pass game, and I think Gibson will stay probably about the same where he was at because he was already.
It's gonna be a run heavy offense. With a bit, and then with big play action, bro, because they got some threats down the field, like serious threats. Terry McLaurin, everybody's buying in right now. You hear it all across the board. Terry McLaurin's talking about, you know what? This kid Sam Howell, bro, right? Then there's the coaching staff's like Sam Howell in the huddle. He knows how to command the motherfucker. And woo. I mean,
did you hear what?
I don't really give a fuck what they're saying. I just like the fact that we're getting him hella late, and he got Jahan Dotson and Terry McLaurin to throw the ball at. And that run game.
Did you hear what Dotson's quote was?
Well, obviously.
He does.
That's all he said. That's all he said.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Oh, man.
He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they're raping everybody out here.
Because they're how?
I wonder where Anton. Hey, I feel like Anton Dotson was from DC.
You know what he's gonna say if you're talking shit about Sam Howell?
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Philadelphia said, believe it or not, baseball is where you can make the most money live betting. Okay. He said, I combined teams that are down 2 at 370 plus odds, mixed with the unders in the 7th inning. Okay.
Yeah, live bets real. I mean, but see, also too, like depending on what site you use, they'll shut down certain live bets. You know what I mean? So, be good. Or the wax more. You feel me? They'll be like, yeah, you can do that. Wax. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Motherfuckers are waxing, B.
Let's see. Alan's always coming up with some Jeopardy Jeopardy questions. He said, Final Jeopardy. The category is acronyms. What? It was originally a code used by the telegraph operator. Barack used it.
What? What was it?
It was originally a code word used by telegraph operators, and Barack used it.
What is Morse code?
I know. It was a code word.
It's an acronym, so that's definitely not an acronym.
Yeah, like I have no idea because I don't know what code word. I think of this, and I think of SOS. Like that's all I think of.
There you go. What is SOS?
But that's not really a code name or anything. Damn, Philadelphia said I'd be hitting 7-game parlays on live betting baseball all the time. Yeah, well, we need to. So, what do we need to do to get those? To get that info from you? Do we need to be live streaming during some of these baseball games or something?
Man, baseball is happening all day, every day.
Yeah, but it's usually a majority from like I'd say 2 West Coast time to like 7 West Coast time. It's like that 5-hour span. That's when all the games are like starting. And it might even be later than that. It might even be 4 to 7.
Bring them on.
Like 7 West
Bring
Coast.
them on for like a stretch, like an hour show. Say what's the talking about? Who's on the docket tomorrow?
Yeah.
Bring them on. Bring in some money.
Yeah.
Philadelphia, man, I swear he's been in chats before.
Yeah, Philadelphia. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like I swear you're hella like. Was it on the other channel? Was it what was the channel with the with Mark? What was it, Mark's channel?
Oh yeah, because they were talking about that in the chat. Because he was talking shit about Mark and the Cowboys.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that's where I know Philadelphia from. Hey, shout out to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Because when I used to go on that show, I'm obviously a Niner. I'm talking shit, right? On the Cowboys show. And then he would be in the chat too, getting on them, man. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Killer.
That's hilarious. And Stranger said, just finished a bowl of grape bubble gum. Nice. Onto some lime bars. Let's get it. And I just switched it up. What did I pull out? So I was on the purple right before this. Now we're switching up to the Do-si-do cookies. I know Chris said earlier he was smoking on some cookies. I like it. When he was like, I'm high AF right now.
I got some Finally, and I got some Gary Payton.
Nice.
Some Gary Payton OG. Both from the good folks at Ellis Greens.
Nice. And
yeah,
how about them Cowboys? And always a hat tip to our mans too. Yeah, because that's what he was talking about the Mark Holmes show in Antonio. It was like back when Stu was on it, he watched it.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man. Recipes of Stu.
Yeah. Let's see. What else we got here? Switching over to the Chiefs. Nagy said he's excited for Kadarius Toney to build rapport with Patrick Mahomes, and the rookie Rice has been impressing during the second week of OTAs.
Wasn't it like 2 days ago they were like Justin Rouse?
Well, I think what it is they love everybody, right? That's what it's all about.
Everybody. They're noted to be out of the DeAndre Hopkins race or the DeAndre Hopkins sweepstakes, and apparently they're in on the trade for Hunter Renfrow sweepstakes. Just completely convolute all the receiver room.
And I didn't even read that shit off that the Raiders are will entertain trade offers for Hunter Renfrow because they've been saying that for weeks now. Nobody fucking wants to buy Hunter Renfrow.
I mean, shit, bro. Hunter Renfrow. I mean,
His
damn. What is
Benjamin
he? What is he
Button
like? He looks like he's like 55 in the face, bro.
Yeah, his Benjamin Button ass. Let's see. Switching over to Chicago. Apparently, DJ Moore and Fields have a good relationship on and off the field. And they said that DJ Moore has been making all his catches out there and looking good in OTAs so far.
Do you mind if I stroke you up? I don't mind.
And but
that's what he said to. He started singing R. Kelly shit to him, bro.
I don't want to hear anything.
And they're locker room bros, bro.
I don't want to hear anything besides that. Like, remember, we're hearing Allen Robinson is not hanging out with anybody on the team, especially the quarterbacks.
And guess what they were saying that year? Like that. What were they saying that year? Justin Fields was straight kicking it with Darnell Mooney all day. They're playing Call of Duty. Yeah. Remember that shit?
Yeah, exactly.
And then now they say no with DJ Moore, Rocky Marciano. Hey, you know what? I'm all about it. Come on. I hate it when blurbs like this come out though, and because then he can get boosted up. Because then you know what I'm saying. I like any players that are value. But also for those of you that feel like you're stuck with DJ Moore in Dynasty, this is the type of blurbs that you can get to sell on now. Look at bruh. See what they're saying about DJ Moore.
It's funny. Philadelphia said, "What about them Cowboys the last 28 years?" I saw a stat. That really it was just like time. It's been 10,000 days since the Cowboys have played in the NFC Championship game. 10,000.
10,000. Wow. Hey, you know what's crazy? I probably have way more chippers. I've won way more chips than the Cowboys in that time, bro. Bruh.
10,000 days.
How many years is that? I'm all trying to do the math of LI.
I mean, since 96. I mean, I don't know if that was the last time that they.
Yeah, because they've only got to the divisional a couple times and since then. Yeah.
Yeah. 27 years.
And they've been one and done too, a bunch of times. Whether it was off a bye week, coming off a bye, or having a bye, or remember Dak Prescott, bro? They're the number 2 seed.
Yeah. It's funny how many articles there were about this shit. Because that's what I saw. It's like people wanted to write an article about how it's been 10,000 days since the Cowboys have been in the NFC Championship. Like there's a lot of Cowboy haters out there, and they make me laugh. Sorry, Cowboys.
They probably had, you know what? Because we identify with them. Yeah. And I got hella homies. I got shout out to my man Nancy. Nancy is my brother from Manila. He's one of my near and dear friends. Fuck him and the Cowboys.
Oh, the question was, what is POTUS? President of the United States. POTUS. Okay. And dang it, what'd you say, Bogey? Derek said, forget you, Bogey.
What?
I said, what'd you say? Because Derek said, forget you, Bogey.
I was just talking to gang and shit about the Cowboys.
Per usual. And Crispy said it took the Eagles 57 years to get a chip since the Cowboys' existence. Oh, man. Yeah, what you got to say about that, Philadelphia? You guys are good now. But, man, it was like the Eagles' curse for a while. They couldn't get the monkey off their back. All right, let's see. Any other News. Let's
Hey,
see.
you know what though? Here's my thing. I love the
Uh-oh.
I got love for the Cowboy fans like Derek, bruh, because he's a real Cowboy fan. Cause he was like, "Fuck it, I'm in," because he's from Philly.
Yeah.
And he was
Hey, you
like,
only
"Hey,
have
fuck all y'all, I'm a Cowboy fan." You know what I mean? Just living in the trenches, bro. Like
Hey,
that.
you only got 15 minutes in the 22. Do you know who you want? And I can lock it in.
22?
You know it's on your queue.
Oh, this is my last joints, huh?
You got last 2 picks.
Oh, I wanted Tyron Davis Price. And then I think someone already got Jordan Mason on.
I don't know.
Yeah, because I know Ty Davis. Unless someone got, let me see. I'll be right back. I'll go. I'll just pick
Yeah, Song already has him.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Getting him on it. All right. Let's see. What else we got? Let's see. Let's go look and see. Did we get anything about the Colts betting? Anything recent? No way. No fucking way. You guys ready? The name has been released of the player. I was thinking too low on the depth chart. Michael Pittman Jr. has been suspended. Oh, man. Michael Pittman Jr. I am glad I did not draft him on one team this year. Now we're going to see where he's going to be going in some of these dynasties. Oh, man, here it goes. Bogey's back. The player's been named from the Colts. It's Michael Pittman Jr., who's been suspended for the
season. He got a hip injury.
That's Marty said, wait, is this for real? Yeah. Oh, wait, no, hold on. hold on. Sorry.
We had a
That was a fake Adam Schefter account. That was a fake Adam Schefter account. They still have not released the name. Oh, shit. Okay, so no.
I bet you it's Alec Pierce. They're like, God damn it, he's white. What are we going to do? We got to let him free.
Stricken that from the record. They still have not released the name yet. That was a fake Adam Schefter account. What the fuck?
It's gotta go.
And it's crazy too, because I'm just looking at it like I'm on Google right now, just looking through all the different posts and stuff. And it's like it's always got Twitter like on the top now, and it's got like 5 posts that are there, and it looks like it's Adam Schefter's next to the other guys, and it looks like it was the newest one. And yeah, false alarm, guys. False alarm. That would be fucking wild if it was Michael Pittman. I said Alec Pierce, and fuck, someone said earlier, I hope it's not fucking Zaire or Shaq. Like, man, I really hope it's not either one of them. That would fucking suck. I really hope not, because man,
Shaquille Leonard would make sense because he will be hurt most of the year.
He was at home and shit.
Yeah, he's just chilling, bro. Like, yeah, I'm hurt. I mean, there's got to be parameters to this, bro.
Yeah, it wasn't even.
They don't fuck with Aaron Rodgers and them when they go at the Kentucky Derby and shit. I'm on that. I guess that's not when they're active. That's off-season shit.
Yeah, and it's not football because they said whoever it is, it's a current player. That's what we do know, and they were betting on the Colts specifically amongst all the other over 100-something bets.
That's crazy.
Philadelphia said Cowboys love talking about old titties in the 70s, but when I mentioned the Eagles won their third, and what says titles, but it looks like titties the way he like spelled it. But third title 1960, and said, "Oh, it's old." Well, you know what I feel when I bring up the 70s and 90s. Yeah. So what? Before they were like in the NFL or something? because I know that was the Chargers' claim to fame. They won a championship before they were in the NFL, but they were still the LA Chargers, I think, at that time.
Back then, in the 50s or what?
Some shit like that, 50s or 60s. I don't even know what fucking league it was, but it wasn't the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Let's see.
But if they always had that powder blue,
it might have been a different story, right?
Or
the AFL championship in 1963,
okay.
And I remember I watched a lot of the old football, the NFL Network and the old football shit, and like players on different teams, and like a lot of guys referenced this team and said that it probably would have been in the Super Bowl for the NFL, but that's the Chargers' luck. You aren't good enough to be in the NFL yet. Because they said their run game was just like so disgusting. Like they had like 2 running backs that were just like shitting all over everybody, apparently.
That's hard.
But it's in the AFL, so who gives a fuck, right? Don't count for any NFL Super Bowls.
That was what's that man's name? Al Davis was like, that was his shit, right?
The AFL? Yeah.
Yeah, right.
So, the Raiders kind of until they pulled him over, right? And then like that whole league just
like, he was like the one that was like the face of that side when they had the merger, right?
Yeah. Antonio said, we did win a Super Bowl in 1969.
69, kids!
That's the coolest year to win the Super Bowl, man.
I mean, it's like
drop for it.
And it was Joe Namath.
Yeah.
You know Joe Namath used to buzz a 69. You know he did.
And didn't he call his shot too? Didn't he say like I'm gonna win this or like
guarantee it?
Yeah, it was something. I know it was some
way before the guy from the Men's Warehouse. Y'all remember the Men's Warehouse?
I guarantee it. Way before that dude, bro, was guaranteeing shit. He got it from this dude, bro, Joe Namath. He went on that motherfucking talk show or whatever. Said, he told the newspaper or something. He told somebody. He said, we're going to the Super Bowl and we're going to win. And he said, I guarantee it.
Yeah, Derek said that's what the Eagles fans do, huh? Said, no, I'm saying the 60s is old. I could care less, but acting relevant for what they did in the 70s. Yeah, well, I mean, I think the most I would get from the Cowboy fans, if bringing it up, is the 90s, but I don't know. There's no, like, logical.
So you're saying most kids, okay. If you were born like 84, 85, 86, like that era, right?
I mean, that's when me and you were born.
Yeah, right? Because I'm speaking to my generation, right? There's a lot of kids that were just like from California that had nothing to do with no Texas, no real ties. And they just they're more contrarian, like hated the Niners, like became Cowboy fans when they won all them joints in the 90s.
Yeah, my mom's like best friend, and it was
bandwagoners.
It was pretty much my black extended family. They were from like Ohio. Like their family was from Ohio. The mom moved out here. The mom and the dad moved out here. But they're all Cowboy fans, like somehow. Like
because they were so dope in the 90s that, like, okay.
Well, that was
a lot of young kids.
That was even before that though. But yeah.
Think about this. If you're a young kid right now, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, I don't know, let's say you're a kid right now, 12 years old. You might be a Chiefs fan. It don't matter where you're from.
Yeah.
Because like you saw Patrick Mahomes get 2 of them.
Yeah, because how many like kids that were my brother's generation who's 10 years younger, they're all Patriots fans.
Right? And see, that's so true though. Because they were all like little youngsters watching like, yeah, his Brady's the best, and blah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they got to do that for 20 years, which is crazy, right?
Yeah, I mean it's kind of
they
the same.
They got to talk that shit for 20 years, basically.
It's kind of the same with LeBron, right?
Fuck LeBron. But it is exactly the same because the people that became like, oh, I'm a LeBron fan.
Like, this is funny. Derek said, if you're a kid right now, you're a fan of the Bengals or the Vikings just because of the gritty, right?
Hey,
not
you
else.
Or just they're not a Dolphins fan though, because they're like, that might get sicky. Hey, you know what's funny? When OBJ tried to do the gritty,
with the Ram when he was with the Rams.
Uh-huh.
I'm just saying, I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Like the old guy tried to do the young shit.
Yeah, just don't, man. Just do something else. Anything else. Oh man, yeah, fucking ridiculous. Let's see. Do we even have any other news that's worth talking about? And Kidda said Bogey forgot to pick. What happened, Bogey? You didn't pick?
Oh yeah. Hold on. Okay, I know my picks. It was a sleeper. That's right. Right when it came on, you started asking me something. Because my sleeper wasn't opening. So give me Larry Oben Joby. So just put Larry O. He should pop up. He's with the Steelers.
You already have him on your team. You picked him last round.
Oh shit.
You picked him last round.
Because when I was opening, it was just like circling. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, your last couple picks are him, Ward, Dearness Johnson, Ryan Neal.
Oh yeah, give me Mike Edwards. Yeah, give me Mike Edwards.
You picked him rounds ago.
Oh, damn, it's the last 2 picks. That's crazy. Oh, give me my man Leonard Floyd. Yeah. And then who else is got a DB? Yeah, just go ahead and give me what's that fool? Damn, what's his name, bro? From the motherfucking the Buccaneers. Give me Vita Vea. There you go. Yeah, these are always. It's funny because these guys are like staples on all my teams.
He's taken.
Oh, what? Someone took my Vita Vea? That makes me hell mad, man.
Antonio said if you keep guessing wrong, Zach Wilson's going on your team.
Okay, give me Logan Hall. They're talking about trying to go.
Man, I really hope that he steps it up this year.
They're talking about they have high hopes for my Ravens and shit.
I mean, they fuck his first round pick from last year who didn't do shit. So yeah, I mean, I hope so too. It remains to be seen right now, though. Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crispy, you're the man. So I've seen all those Cowboys titles in real time. Can you say the same? Yeah, I'm sure that he can't say the same about those titles from the 60s, right? I don't know how old Philadelphia is, but yeah, because I definitely wasn't old enough to see. I was just barely old enough to see the Chargers get their shit pushed in by the Niners, and I lost respect for the Chargers after that, just in general.
I'm trying to think how old I was. I was 10 years old. 9, and I was already my dad came into Frisco in 78. They drafted Montana in 79. Remember my dad was on there on the Friday show?
Yeah.
And he was talking about, oh yeah. I was like, what's the city like? I said, what's the first movie you went to? Oh, Godfather. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's kind of, and then I'm like, oh, what was the city like? Oh, the city's crazy. And I'm like, oh shit, because it was like, you had the little mini riots everywhere. And
yeah.
And the Zodiac Killer was out. You know what I mean? So motherfuckers was like tripping. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Wild time to live.
Now you're on the clock in the 23. We're only in round 30.
Ooh, okay. What did y'all get?
So I took Sidney Brown. BS took Nicole Hardman, Tyree Wilson, and I just took Luke Musgrave.
Nice. That's the tight end.
Yeah.
Where's he at again? Oh, he's with the Packers.
Yeah.
The Packers. I said the Packers. I don't know why I said it like a Filipino. Filipinos put F's and P's. Everybody that's Filipino knows what's up. Like my dad, he would be like, "Oh, the Green Bay Packers." And then the F's or P's, though, he'd be like, "Oh," he was like, "Yeah, go warm up the fish." Oh yeah, but hey, look at this. What were we talking about? Okay, I need to get someone in the 23.
Yeah.
What was I weighing on? I was gonna do something here. Oh yeah. Give me my man. Should I do it now? Yeah, give me my man Puka, bruh. From fucking the Rams. Give me the Puka.
Yeah, how do you pronounce his name?
I don't know. I just put like P-U-K.
It's like no, I know how to spell it, but it's like Pukanuka or like like something like that, right? Like
why can't my parents would have named me some dumb shit like that? You know what I mean? Like, come on, like that's a dope ass name, man.
That's hilarious. What up, Carl and the crazy super and the super fans? He said making all-star kids school lunch with 1 chips, 1 fruit, 1 candy, and a sandwich. Drink go. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich, Cool Ranch chips, grapes, and a Snickers fun size candy bar.
See, I always got school lunch, but if I brought a sandwich, right, it'd be pastrami. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring me like a little pastrami joint and a goddamn and any kind of soda. Cause you know what I'm saying? When you're in elementary school, you can't have they never provide you with soda, at least, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'd be drinking this warm ass soda by the time I got to lunch. I'm like, hell yeah, bro.
Yeah, seeing the drink.
Hyper.
I mean, if we're talking like way back in the day, like it would be the Capri Sun. I mean, I don't even know if Nobles drank a Capri Sun or like. I mean,
man, even as a wee child, if I drank a Capri Sun, I needed like 3 of them.
Yeah, yeah.
Really
all those fucking little kid fucking drinks are like small, like the little juice boxes and shit. They're all hella small. Yeah, Antonio said, "Gotta have a snack pack." Oh yeah,
we gotta get that drop. Where's my snack pack?
Hold on.
Please, God, give me the answer.
And Crispy said, "I guess I became a wagon fan of the Cowboys when I was 4 or 5."
No, but you're from Texas, bro.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the ones that I grew up around. They're diehard now because they had like 30 years under their belt of being a Cowboy fan. But it was when they were like 7, 8 years old. Well, you know, in California, watching them win on the big stage, and they're like, you know what? This is it. I'm a Cowboy fan.
and you know what? I think these guys might have sold me. I think I have to change my drink. The Kool-Aid, the plastic bottle one, and the Kool-Aid jammers.
Oh, the squirts. What do they call? What was the other one? The Squeeze-Its.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had the dudes with the crazy ass faces on it.
Yeah.
Faces.
Yeah, Derek says Capri Suns in my house right now.
Hey, listen, as a grown man, like
he said they're for his little daughter, but yeah.
Bro,
my default answer was Capri Sun, because that was what I had for like all the lunches back in the day when I was in elementary.
Oh, you know what I used to do? I used to like that fly ass Lunchable Deluxe shit, where it had like both of them. Like one side had all the ham thing dressings, and the other side had you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And then
one of my first hustles was selling chips and Capri Sun to a schoolmate whose mom wouldn't give him any of that shit.
Okay, hold on. Was you busting it down?
No, it was just the whole bag. It was. Just...
No, I was about to say he was the ill like that. You opened up the bag of chips, like, listen, man, I'll give you a couple pieces for $1.
Nope. So it was like every day he'd get the bag of chips and the Capri Sun for $1 each.
Nice.
And if I
$10, you make it $10 a week off this kid.
Pretty much, yeah. And
listen,
there was
this is how economical I was though, because as a kid, you're only about what? Well, I was the Genesis kid, right? So it's like to get a new game, you're only about like $54.99 away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to
might as well round it up to 55.
I mean,
but yeah, and there was this one kid in our class who he would get the and it would be just a lot of times he would just get an extra lunch, like somehow he would say like he dropped his lunch or whatever, and then I would get that a lot of times too.
He was the kingpin. He was like, listen, give me all your lunches. Just eating hella lunches, man. I can see it, man. He's like, what you got today? Oh, peanut butter and jelly. Oh, you know I love that's my go-to. Did they cut it diagonal? Ah, hey, tell your mom cut it diagonal next time.
We gotta switch that up. We gotta switch it up.
Yeah, man. Okay.
Eric said, "Remember the Mondos." What were Mondos?
Is that on the Philly cheesesteak spot?
I don't know.
Amado's?
Carl said pizza sandwich, Reese's Pieces, Funyuns, Kool-Aid, okay, Cool Burst, and a pear. Okay, the pear was his fruit. Ah, yeah, there we go, Derek. I always had candy for on deck after I got into junior high all the way through senior year. And he said I used to sell pixie sticks in high school. And at work in the office, I was selling bogeys to everyone.
Yeah, cigarettes.
Yeah, I don't smoke bogeys at all. Oh shit! So you were just having them just to sell the Lucy's to people. That's nice.
Hey, he's hustling. Smart. You know, it's funny because I used to sell coke.
When I was in 7th grade, it started off with it was Fun Dip.
That's funny.
Fun Dip, the caramel apple suckers, and
I meant like the soda though, like Coca-Cola, like the soda.
What were the what were those? It was like the sugar. What were those sugar like little vines called? And I cannot put my foot on it.
So like the middle school I went to, they did all Pepsi shit. So it was like Dr. Pepper and Pepsi and like, you know what I mean? Like Sierra Mist or not Sierra Mist, like I think Sierra Mist, like all the other shit. And then so like, you know what I'm saying? But I used to bring the Coca-Colas, you know what I'm saying? Because my mom used to get the fucking, what is that thing? The Costco joint, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Big ass rack of them motherfuckers, be like 4 6-packs.
Yeah.
Of the Coke.
That's what it was though. When I got it was like
people will buy that shit for I bring a 6-pack. People will buy that shit because it's like fuck Pepsi.
It was junior high, and that was kind of like my intro into it. And then by high school, I had like my whole system down. Like I started having all the different candies from Costco, and it was like the people in my class, they would get it for 50 cents, but then everyone else, like outside of class, they were getting it for $1. So
in high school, I know everybody had one of these. There was always a teacher that was smart enough to be selling candy and chips and drinks and shit. Like there was a teacher, he had a fridge in his joint. He had a fridge. So like he just had hella shit in there, bro. He would sell Hot Pockets and shit. Like for less than that, like the good one, like the different ones. Like, you know, you can get Hot Pockets and it'll be like warmed up. You know what I'm saying? That the Costco ones. They sell those at my high school and shit. You know what I mean? He'd sell those, but it'd be like the steak and cheese or the fucking, you know what I mean? The off the wall shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
The garlic butter crust joints. And then he would just have hella Powerades in that motherfucker. Hella fucking, you know what I mean? Shit that they didn't sell there.
Yeah. See, and all I did was candy. It was just easy.
And you had hella candy too. And like, you know, like we had those we had a joint that was called Food for Less. You ever had one of those out there?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, and you can get those boxes of the candy, like I remember like the last or the man, what's that shit? The Airheads and like fucking and the other tab, the Laffy Taffy, like the long ones. Yeah, this motherfucker used to buy boxes of those and just have every color of the rainbow. And it'd be like 50 cents for one.
Yeah.
But it's like, damn, this motherfucker was killing the shit. And he would have other students selling that shit, bro. Just sitting in the classroom, you know, the other like little nerd fucking teacher's pet shit. Then they be eating like other food. He'd go get them food. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember being at
did y'all have open campus?
No. Well, I mean, open campus, yeah. I mean, we couldn't leave though, but I mean we would.
No, you couldn't leave. This was not open campus. Yeah, we didn't have one either.
Yeah, so no, we didn't.
We had the food was out though, bro. We had ways, man.
The food was actually like really good. Like you had like a Pizza Hut option. There was an Arby's option. They actually were like grilling burgers and shit. Like, I mean,
were you going to school on the beach?
Yeah, we did.
He said Yeah, I mean San Diego. Oh shit, that's funny because it was true. Hey, that's hard. Hold on, so damn, that's hard. Yeah, grilled burgers. What was the burger hitting for?
Man, I swear it was probably. I think it was only like $3 or $4 for like a double cheeseburger.
Oh, they were hitting
like that.
Not bad, and they got all the everythings.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was one of the spots. Man, remember I told you about the Asian kid who was that crazy one who was like always gambling and shit. He worked in the cafeteria, so if I ever wanted to save my lunch money, I would just go hit him up and just get free food through the cafeteria. And I don't know why those cafeteria fries smack so good, but man,
good. And you get that dipping cheese, the cheese that they put on the nachos or for the pretzels and shit.
Yeah,
that was the jug right there. You give it a cheese. You know what I mean? Give it a cheese over there. Boom. They get you a little fucking thing. Like, give me one of them. Give me two of them. Hey, here's a move. It was so dope because like in high school, we used to just like stand right there at the windows, right? Because that's how they sold the food. It was like this succession of windows. And then like there was like about 4 windows, and then each window had a line and had like these little like metal railings type shit.
Yeah.
And they would always tell people, stop sitting on the railings. There would always be like a fucking right. And this dude, his name was Mr. Schroeder. And I used to call him Mr. Scrotum. And Mr. Schroeder, you know, said he was always like a special disciplinary guy. That was like his first role. Then he became like one of the principals or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you have multiple principals and shit.
Hate people like that.
Right. Anyways, fucking I remember we used to do this every year since I was a freshman. And this motherfucker, by the time I was a senior, he done took over. And I remember he had snatched me right out the line because we used to just stand there right by the window. And the move was like, so everybody's just getting whatever they're ordering their shit. And it's like, oh, $3.50. And then boom, here's a 5 spot. And you don't need that. You don't want that 50 cents. And I just boom. Then the next person come and you know what I mean. And, you don't want that quarter. You know what I mean. And then you know what I mean. Just if you do, and then I got like now I have like $1.50. Then I just cut right in line. Give me a burrito. And then like, you know what I mean. I just stand there eating a burrito. You don't want that quarter. You know, and then you see the other window. It's my boy. You don't want that 50 cents. We used to do this every day. Oh shit! Because you know the older kids, they're not eating the fuck. I mean, the other kids, they ain't eating there. They're dipping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? By the time you're seniors, most kids are either like going to school at noon or they're leaving by noon. So they don't eat that garbage at school. But you know, us, we had like fucking motherfuckers was trying to graduate type shit, got full classes and shit. You feel me?
Yeah, and Derek, our house going to school on the beach. We were probably like, I'd say like 5 minutes away from the beach, like driving, and
right near the beach,
boy. And I even and I worked at the amusement park. I was down there senior year, Belmont Park, but yeah, we were so close that I would get out of school at 2:10 and be down there to clock in at 2:30 to get like a longer shift when I was a senior. Versus waiting around until because everything went in shifts. There it was like you got the day shift and the night shift, and it was all 4 o'clock. So like, man, that shit, like, yeah, I was trying to get those extra hours in and then go smoke after work. Always smoked before, but smoking more after.
Remember I worked at that the Shoe Palace.
Hey, Nelly Nell in the house. What up, Nelly? So if you guys We're breaking down Shutter Island this week. So yeah. That's going down this Friday. It's gonna be wild.
Nelly, did you watch it yet? Really fucking good movie.
And what do you say? The Chargers went to Schmele, huh? I think you mean LA. Get it right.
No, you got it right.
San Diego and LA is always beefs.
You ever look out the window? You ever look out the window when you're flying into LA?
Mm-hmm. It's all dark.
Yeah. It's like you're just all this pollution. You look at it, you're like, whoa.
That's why apparently there's like they're putting laws in place to where you like have to have an electric car by like a certain year.
Good.
And but I think it's only like a California thing. Also, like I don't think it's like I don't know how they would regulate that shit. Like how are you gonna regulate? Yeah. How would you regulate that though? Like not everyone is gonna be driving a fucking electric car. Yeah, Derek said that sounds like fun, Huss. Real talk. Yeah, it was fun working at the amusement park, and it's not like Disneyland or anything. You know, it was like the boardwalk pretty much, and so there was a roller coaster there.
I've been to that boardwalk.
Yeah, because like that's the notorious one in San Diego. Like that amusement park has been there since like 1920 or like some shit like that. That roller coaster, like if it's had renovations, it's rickety.
That's the one they got one of them gravitron things, right? That spins and you can't move.
I know at one point they did. They don't anymore. Yeah. But they got it's one.
I'm talking about. I was there like 2005.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So I named this ride. It goes.
No, not even 2004, bruh. Damn, I was like 19 type of shit.
Yeah, that's when I was working there. That's when I was working there too. What if we crossed paths? Like, what if I was working there at the time and day that you were there?
I mean, like, here's the thing: is I always feel like the universe puts us where we need to be. You know what I mean? Like whether you know what I'm saying? Like you know, just I always felt like it always brought me where I needed to be.
That'd be crazy. So, if we
were. And my man, see, but I was there too because my man Brian Apostle. But that's why I always had an affinity for San Diego. Period. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like my girl's the one that has family out in Dago. You know what I mean? So like, I've been with my girl for 20 years. So that's, you know, her family's my family type of shit. Especially the ones down there, they're hella cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so we would be out there. You know what I'm saying? That was, you know, all the times we'd be out there, out that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And get it popping. You know what I mean?
There's still a ride down there to this day. It's called the Beach Blaster, and I named it. They had this contest.
Bro, they better be giving you some money, bro.
I won $100 at the time, and I was like, hell yeah, a quarter. We're getting a fat one now. Yeah. Spent all that.
I would have said, keep that 100. I want all the back end. Every time someone rides this motherfucker, I want 25 cents.
I know. Fuck. Yeah, that'd be, yeah. I could have had a penny for some time, for every time that thing went.
You could have said, hey, I want $10,000, but I want a penny for every person that rides it, right? And then, boom, it'll pay itself off.
I just, like,
Where is my 10 banditos? I'll be mad that I didn't ask for 100. Listen, I don't, you know what? Fine, then take the name down. I own that name.
Every day I would just put in like a piece of paper with like 5 suggestions on it. Like we just had to keep putting it in the suggestion box. So I probably had like 200 or 300 like names in there. Just had to get the odds in my favor. Devo said that roller coaster will tweak your neck, back, front, all of it. It's rickety ass old wooden roller coaster. Like
that's tight. Oh, Devo's from Dago?
No, he's from New Mexico, but I guess he's either been there or maybe he's just making an assumption based on what I said. One of the two.
It should. Fucking them old wooded joints, though. I mean, I grew up, I'm from the South Bay, so like Santa Cruz wasn't that far from us. You know what I mean? It's about like an hour drive. You know what I mean? It's a trippy drive too because the highway like goes like this, like legit. And it's just some crazy shit. Motherfuckers be hella loaded trying to mash on that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So here's what Alan said for some baseball stuff. Wait till the 7th, 8th, 9th inning.
The highway 7th. My bad.
He said, wait till the 7th, 8th, 9th inning. Look for tied games. Tease the over up to 400, 500, 650. Okay. Couple parlay games. Oh man, yeah, that'd be crazy. Yeah. I mean, that's
that's it.
Well, I mean, I
know. It's just because it's like it's not easy, but he got it down back. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm like, I think the more difficult thing for me to backpack someone is like learning that fucking app. Like, okay, how do I tease it? Where do I go?
Alan said, "What were your responsibilities at the amusement park?" I was a ride operator. So just operating the different rides, and it was like every day you went to work, like they just kept rotating people on different rides. And if you were newer, you worked the little shitty kids rides, until you kind of worked your way up a little bit, and then you started doing the better rides.
Were you getting on that intercom thing?
Nah. Oh well, on the on what's it called, on the roller coaster, there was an intercom. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, look at this.
A lot of those rides, it's like before you start the ride, there's a button that you press, and it plays an automated thing.
Yeah, where we were at in Santa Clara, this is actually where the Niner Stadium is at. It's like right next to it now, and they still got it. It's called Great America, right? And fucking back in the days, it was Paramount's Great America, like when I was a kid. So it's like there's the Top Gun ride. And you're walking in there, and it's like all the Top Gun shit, like what I mean?
Yeah.
Like fucking dope, like it's like fucking Top Gun, like what I mean? You're walking through the ship, and you're fucking, what I mean? And anyway, like okay, I liken that ride to Batman in fucking Six Flags, where you're hanging and you're sitting in a chair. It's just like that. Anyways, then they had and then because it's like Paramount, you had Paramount shit everywhere. There'd be like Star Trek motherfuckers just walking around like all like super done up in the Paramount. You know what I mean? Like, cause like real deal Hollywood shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then motherfucking you had the Murph Mobile. It was just chilling, man. You know what I mean?
That's just.
I always thought that was tight. But then they changed to, and then they had, it was like Nickelodeon because Paramount had Nickelodeon, and then so you had like this whole like Nickelodeon side. You know what I mean?
Antonio's a fool. He said, I can hear Alex saying, if you have any weed, please hand it over before you get on the roller coaster.
Yo, hey, Hustle be like, hey, here's the ticket. Is that where you sit on the front? The front costs more.
Come on.
How much more? Just a little bit more.
Gotta grease the wheels.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oh, but get to the middle.
Now I went down there.
Like it was only the cool kids sit in the back. That costs more too.
Well, see, the super fun thing, like back then, was like we pretty much like so they don't count the tickets or like anything like that, So like if you wanted to snatch some tickets, you could easily do it. Like there was one person who took it to the next level and then like fucked it up for everybody. But it was pretty much every day. Like I was getting a handful of tickets, and then you go to the pizza shop for lunch. You want $10 in ticket. Want $10 or $20 worth of tickets. I mean, get this, and this, and this. And so it was cool. It was like the Wild West around there because I had all those tickets. And everyone who like worked around there, they're always, people are gonna bring their girls or whatever, come kids or whatever the fuck. So they were trying to stack them up as well. It's finally over. League 21 draft complete.
Yay.
That was 4 weeks. 4 weeks. That's about how long they take.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
It gets crazy at the end, that's for sure.
It's funny though, huh? I was like, who's on my little bottom of the... I always have like this 10, 12 bottom of the barrel scraper guys, right? When you get to that range.
Yeah.
I forgot to take Skronik. Did somebody take my man Ben Skronik, bro?
In which one?
Nah, in that 21. That's who I was supposed to get, bro. I'm supposed to not be the Bay. I'm supposed to get the Scrotum. You know what I'm talking about?
All right, let's see.
We hired one time, right? We hired these people from TaskRabbit, right? So like TaskRabbit and a TaskRabbit, so that they come through and they build stuff like they're like a second party for IKEA, right?
Round 44, Derek said he got taken.
Okay. Yeah. Damn it. Someone was thinking Scrotum. Oh yeah, but anyways, and they did such a great job, and they were like cool ass people. So we hired them again outside of it though. You know what I mean? Because they're like gave us their card, like what I mean? Because it's always like great to hire some people outside. You know what I mean?
Oh no. Yeah, okay. He said that you have them. You,
I do have them.
You drafted them in round.
I was thinking scrotum.
Okay, confused on
Baby
that.
scrotum. Okay,
Man,
look at me.
I'm excited about
Because he's
this
one of my 10, 12 like guys, right?
Yeah.
Just these bottom of the barrel scraper guys that actually will get into the lineup. Like, you know, if you say worst case scenarios. Like last year, every place that had Cooper Cup, everywhere I had the scrotum, bro. And he actually ate. You know what I mean? Because Van Jefferson was hurt too. Like this kid, like came in, you know, like you're part of the team, kid. You're coming with me, kid.
It's so funny. By default, it put Tom Brady in as my super flex, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Had to change him out of there real quick. But it got Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers also. And let me see. And
What you got in that league?
We're starting. You know, Danny Pesos needs to earn this starting spot.
You were the 4-ball, huh? And you traded back. That's right. Oh, you're nasty over there, but you got pretty nasty though.
I'm looking at the team right now. It looks pretty dope. So I got Cousins and Rodgers and Pesos as my top 3 QBs. I got Tyreek, Amon-Ra, and Stephon Diggs.
Damn.
I got 3 wide receivers. I
hate my receivers in this league.
I got Derrick Henry and Stevenson at the RBs.
Not mad at it.
Keenan Allen, Javonte, and Cam Akers in the flex right now. I don't know who I have who's flex worthy besides them right now, but that's who's in there right now. Who do I got on D? Hopefully I put the right starters in. Josh Sweat, Trey Hendrickson, DLs, Zaire Franklin and Frankie Louvu at LBs, Minka Fitzpatrick, L'Jarius Sneed at DBs, Devin Lloyd in the IDP flex. Let me see. Who else can I put in the IDP flex?
You gotta put more linebackers. Come on.
Someone the IDP flex.
I always feel. Listen, I hate saying it because I don't want people to bite my steez too much, but it's the winning steez, Brett. You gotta jam everything full of linebackers as much as possible.
Oh, there we go. Pete Warner in the IDP flex.
There you go. Let's go. Come on. You know what I always do? I always just click on my LB, and then I start filling them into my flex spots, and then until I have, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got the depth is all right. I mean, I'm looking here. Oh, I got Jameson Williams. I've forgotten this one. I got him after I already drafted all my starters.
Also, when you drafted him too, he wasn't suspended yet. You know what I mean? They didn't have that.
He was.
Oh, was he? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, but I got him. Yeah, I got him late. I got him dummy late for where he was going.
Hey, bro, I'll give you Tajee Spears for him right now, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
All right, bro.
He's still like a 12th round pick for me or a 10th round pick.
He's walking out the door right now. Needs, bro. The draft is out the door. You just said it. League 21 now finished. Yeah, all that goes right out the door.
It does only until I bring it up.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, drafted him at the 10-4. See, that's good. I mean, still.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I'm on the clock in the 22 now. All right. Let's see.
We're about to close this one out too today.
Yeah. Who do we got here? Yeah, because this is my last pick. There we go. My goobs just went. I got nobody in my queue. Because we're amongst.
Okay, good. I got
Leonard Floyd. One where you're dead there.
I was just going to say, don't take Leonard Floyd. I was going to say, don't take my guy.
Yeah, you already got him there. That was the one. Yeah, this is the one where
I was on live. Yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
That's funny.
This is who I saw that I was going to pick. Let's go Von Miller, especially since been very.
I was going to ask you when I was on the clock, does he still exist? I don't even know if someone drafted
him. You just took your 2 picks over there.
I know, but when I was on the clock, what went through my head when I was thinking Leonard Floyd, I was like, I was going to ask immediately, is Von Miller still there? Because I was like,
after the news today that he might be back. He should be back by week 1.
That's killer. And if not, for great locker room morale.
Yeah. I mean, last round. I mean, shit. Like, it's tough even getting guys that in the last round. In the 21 in the last round, I got Drake Jackson.
Yeah, for my Niners.
Yeah, He has a good possibility of starting this year, right? Because of the pieces.
I mean, he was okay. Look at this. Week 1 last year, he gets a sack, then he gets hurt. Like him and Jermaine Johnson from the Jets. Jermaine Johnson being this first-round guy, and Drake Jackson being this third-round guy, but totally some John Lynch molded type guys.
Yeah.
Like, cause that's Saleh over there who spent years of how they fucking look at these pass rushers. You know what I mean? And they reminded me of each other. So I'm saying like Drake Jackson's like a discount Jermaine Johnson. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, because they're in like the same like type of system. Like,
yeah. All right. Well, we'll be back at 5. Oh shit, we didn't even do the draft order race. Hold on, let's do that real quick right now. We got to do that right now. Totally forgot. Whoa.
Cool. That's cool. Give me a couple more minutes.
All right.
Before I have to go back. Oh yeah, so shout out to the good folks that man, they're really cool people. We hired them back. You know what I'm saying? Assemble some of our joints and then put up our ceiling fans up. We got some ceiling fans, you know what I'm saying? Slowly but surely now the house started having some attitude. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Started getting some je ne sais quoi or whatever the fuck that, you know what I mean? Let's get some drippiness to it. But yeah, they put it on joints right now.
Yeah, I forgot. We got to do this right now so I can set this up when I'm at his class. Okay. Actually, let me go throw the link in Sleeper real quick. Let people know we're doing the draft order race right now.
What round are we in? We're in like 30 in that 23, huh?
We might
Did anybody make the pick after me?
Yeah, we're in the 30 something.
Anybody make the pick after me?
I'm not sure. All right, everyone, give me your numbers between 1 and 69.
69, dudes!
My bad. I was not supposed to grab Puka. Can I change my pick if no one picked after me?
Where?
In the 23.
So you've had 2 picks since you.
Okay, don't even worry about it.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not doing that. Who got picked up?
Justin Ross and Aziz Al-Shair.
Yeah, I'm stupid.
Chris, we said, Bogey, get your ass in the 24. We're so close to filling.
Okay, yeah, shoot me the link.
Okay. Well,
it's just I was trying to keep my fees under a thou wow that I have to shoot over to him. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let's rock.
All right. So we got one more spot available.
Okay, so it's pretty much Candlestick or Steamboat because both of them wanted it, and then they're both with getting the Patreon thing. You know what I mean?
Cool. Well, whichever one out of them can get in.
Okay, I'll let them know. So yeah, so that's then. I'll let them know because one of them's gonna grab it.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Here we go. 69.
69, dudes!
For Antonio, 47 for Derek, 42.0 for Stranger, 24 for Crispy, 182, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 45.5. So we'll round it up to 46. All right. Let's see. Marty, give me the minimum yards per rush, 1 to 5. Crispy, max 6 to 10. And then Stranger, give me the minimum seconds, 1 to 4. And Derek, give me the max seconds, 5 to 8. All right. We'll run this race.
Okay, yeah. Let me see. Hey, I'll be. You know what? I'll see y'all. Peace.
Okay, sounds good. Peace out. All right, here we go. We got 3 for Stranger, Who did I say first? Marty first. 3 for Stranger. 9 for Crispy. 8 for Derek. And Kidda put 0. Let's see if Marty will do a 1 for Kidda if Marty doesn't give me the 0 to 5 number. All right. All right, we'll give Marty another sec. Here we go. All right, that's what we're going with. Find your guys.
Are you ready? I said, are you ready?
Here we go. And we got an international tournament here. Maru, he is in Australia. Wandoko out to a start. That's our homie Raphael. And Kidda said, no auto drafters. I'm going to steal your spot. Well, we're not starting right now. We're not starting until 5. This is just the race for it. Because we got Noble's karate class from 4 to 4:30. So as soon as we get out of there, I'm heading home, and I should be. Takes us about 25 minutes or so, so we should be back right after 5. Derek and JT Underdog and Street Soldiers out in the lead right now. Derek got caught in a little bit of mud. Underdog JT is out in the lead. Who's it gonna be? Underdog's getting there slow and steady. Man, my guy's stuck in crazy mud. Underdog JT got it. Brandon catching up. Who's it gonna be? Brandon got second. Mark Street Soldiers got third. Wow. Derek got fourth. Sean got fifth. Wandoko got sixth. Song got seventh. Maru got eighth. Extra Sauce Dion got ninth. I got 10th. Coast Monkey got 11th. And Jax, number 12. Okay. Let's get this started, or at least set the order, because we're not going to get it started yet. All right. Let's see. Where's Underdog? There we go. Brandon got second. Mark Street Soldiers got third. Derek got fourth. Derek, thanks for helping out, bro. And you got blessed with the top 4 pick because of it. Fantasy karma is real. Wandoko. Song. Maru. Dion Extra Sauce. Me. And then Ghost Monkey. And Jax. All right. All right. Perfect. Going to get up out of here. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you back here in an hour and a half. Peace out, peeps.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your work sure would help a lot. We should ride together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of Eastside Ho, where they know my name.